Alright guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be talking about why sleep is important. And well, let's just cut to the chase here. Lack of sleep messes up your brain like so much to the point where it can actually shorten your life. So it's a big topic to talk about here. Now, obviously, a lot of people these days, including myself, probably don't get as much sleep as they're probably meant to. That's just purely because of distractions in life, and it's obviously, something you could be worried about. Your phone could be a distraction, for instance, because obviously, let's be honest, who doesn't go to sleep like without their phone? Let's be real. Like, I feel like everyone I know always uses their phone before they go to sleep, and they don't give their brain enough time to actually like relax, which is obviously very bad for you. But yeah, it's kind of become the norm recently, which needs to be changed, because if you want your life to be as long as you want it to be, you're gonna have to change that as soon as possible, ideally. Because if you're getting lack of sleep because of your phone, and it happens a lot, yeah, that's not gonna be good at all. Purely just because, as I said, it shortens your lifespan because your body needs as much sleep as it can get. Obviously, too much sleep is also bad for you because, yeah, you just need that perfect balance where your sleep pattern can just do its thing and you wake up when your body needs to. Now, another thing that I found out recently is waking up with an alarm can actually affect your blood pressure, which is kind of makes sense because, you just get this like sudden loud noise happen out of nowhere, and your body's not your body's not gonna look out for that when you're asleep. So you just, you jump in a way. It's kind of like a jump, but your body doesn't jump unless sometimes you may jump, but like, yeah, your body just doesn't expect it, and it doesn't do you any good. Let's be real here. So another thing that sleep can do is it can ruin your concentration for the whole day. Now, that is a big thing, okay? So obviously, throughout the day, you're going to need your concentration for, various different things for whatever you do in life. Whether it be working or, putting something towards your dreams, for instance. You need all the concentration you can get. And having lack of sleep is going to really affect that. And also, if you're a driver like me, you're going to need as much, concentration as you're going to get, because driving, uses a lot of concentration. Because if your concentration is low while driving, then you shouldn't be driving, let's be honest. Because you could just easily cause an accident, and it will just cause you a lot of issues. So if you're very tired, I recommend you don't drive. Now, luckily for me, I've never been too tired enough for my driving to be affected, because I'm still young. So while you're young, get as much sleep as we can, because you're going to need it, obviously. Now, for enough sleep, a lot of people are different. So, if you, for instance, sleep for, let's say, 6 hours, if your body can handle that, then it's probably fine. But if you wake up feeling extremely tired, not motivated and whatnot, then that's an issue that you need to address. And that's one thing for me that I've been in working of progress, because that was bad, that was terrible English, but it's something that I've been working on, because obviously I don't want to wake up tired. That's the whole point of sleeping. You don't want to go to sleep tired, and you don't want to wake up tired, because that's just not a good combo. Because it almost, like, if you sleep too long, it almost sort of feels like you haven't slept at all. I know that sounds really weird, but basically the way it works is that your sleep cycle needs to go through a certain amount of cycles before you can wake up, and it also needs to wake up at a certain time within the cycle. So if you wake up too early or too late, it can obviously make you feel tired, which is why too much sleep and too little sleep can make you feel tired, which is, yeah, understandable. Now, I'm really enjoying this house. Like, spruce is my favorite wood, and yeah, I'm glad we've got a couple of spruce trees. Also, what is this? Okay, it was just a glitch. That was weird. So moving on from concentration, it also can make you feel depressed, which is probably another reason to why a lot of people are depressed these days, because they don't get enough sleep. Now, it could be obviously other things as well, like, you don't like your job, you've been under a lot of stress recently, and obviously that's going to make you feel depressed. Let's be honest. Now, one thing that's, I'm not depressed, I would say. I'm not depressed. I would say I'm slightly disappointed to the fact that I'm still single, but we'll move on to that onto another video to why you shouldn't chase for a relationship, because yeah, it's just terrible for you. Oh, a new spruce tree, let's go. Throw the egg. Oh, no chicken. Now another thing is it makes you less attractive. Now us males and obviously females like to look attractive as possible to attract the opposite gender or same gender depending on what you like. So yeah, basically tiredness and lack of sleep is a bad thing for that, because one, it can affect your skin, it can affect your, your eyes, because your eyes will look tired, and it can obviously affect a lot more things as well. Yeah, what the hell is a donkey? Hey donkey, where's Shrek? I'm joking. So yeah, obviously it can cause those problems as well, which is not good. As I say, it can create a whole chain of issues which you really don't want in your life. So the best thing to do is change your sleep pattern very quickly. And obviously I'm going to do the same. So I tend to fall asleep around 11 p.m. I almost said 9 p.m. I was like, ugh. But also that's also not a bad idea. But yeah, I tend to fall asleep around the 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. mark. And I normally get up around 8:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, which is about 8.5 hours sleep, which is good. That is what my body needs. Sometimes I still wake up tired because it just depends on your body clock and how the pattern works, but it's a whole experiment really. Oh, the spruce wood. Okay, can this donkey shush? Be quiet. But yeah, as I say, spruce wood is my favorite and I'm very much enjoying this house. I don't know what to do about the windows yet, because I don't want to have big large windows because that's just going to cause me to get more sand. But anyway, another thing that's an issue is it makes you more lazy. Now this is a thing that I've realized recently with my own self, is that yeah, being tired makes you feel lazy because it doesn't make you want to do anything. It makes you have lack of motivation, and it just, yeah, you just basically get to the point where you're just sat there and you can't be bothered to do anything and you just want to go to sleep. So the best thing to do is obviously get as much sleep as you can, and you won't basically feel as lazy, if that makes sense. Because if you're going to go to sleep for 8 hours, that's generally how much you would need. So if you sleep longer, you're obviously going to feel more lazy because you've been in bed for God knows how long. I tend to do it on a very rare occasion. Oh, actually, I like that. Hold up. I'm experimenting. Hold up. Oh, I like that. Okay, maybe we got a little experiment going on with Minecraft here. So what if I do this and then we add the window in the... Okay, we're going to have a bigger window. I like the contrast. The contrast is pretty sick. See, with my own self, recently I've been sort of sat there doing absolutely nothing apart from being on my phone, which could be potentially caused by a lack of sleep, perhaps, or just general laziness, which is, yeah, not great. So the best thing to do, as I say, is fix your sleep pattern, go to sleep when you're meant to go to sleep, and things will start to change for the better, basically. Because not only will you feel healthy, but you will look healthy and more attractive as well. So that's always great. Oh, I need more spruce. I need to plant as many as I can. Let's go. Like that. Cool. Now, I think that's pretty much it for this topic. I mean, I don't want to obviously drag it on anymore because I feel like you guys are probably going to get very bored if I say anything else about sleep. But one thing I do need to do before we go is get some glass. So let's have a looky around and see if I can find some sand. Uh-oh. That's not good. Okay, before I go, actually, one thing I will recommend is instead of using an alarm, you use vibrations on your phone. Now, what I want you to do is turn the vibration up to max. Don't put your phone by your side table because obviously you're going to use it if it's right next to you when you're going to sleep. So the best thing I'd recommend is put it somewhere close to you, but not in like a reached point where you can sit up in bed and go and reach it. So you need some form of way of having it, so you have to physically get out of bed to turn the vibration off. Now, have the vibration on your phone, which will basically slowly bring you out of the sleep like mode, so you won't feel as tired when you wake up, which is ultimately what you want to do. Because with an alarm, it will wake you up straight away, which will take you out of the sleep thing instantly rather than gradually. Oh my goodness, there's a hole there. So that's what I would just recommend. And obviously, because you've got it away from your bedside table, you would have to physically get out of bed, which will ultimately help you wake up as well. Because obviously if it's right next to you and you can just easily turn it off, you're obviously going to go back to sleep, let's be real. And that obviously ties in with being lazy. So what you want to do, as I say, is get up, turn the vibration off, and then start your day. Oh, okay, thank goodness there is no mobs nearby. Alright, so I'm gonna have to make a furnace for the first time ever because I haven't done one yet. And then smelt the sand. This house is definitely coming along very well. I do very much like it. One thing I will do though before we end off here is put a bit of oak around the door. And also get a door so the mobs can't get in once we get glass. And I am 1 oak plank short. That's just great. I'm coming back. Let's go. Alright, fill this hole right here. And then move the bed to probably here. Alright, we've got our first 6 pieces of glass, which we're going to turn into panes. So it gives us a lot more coverage with the glass. Oh, that was close. Now with the leftover spruce, we're going to make probably temporarily spruce doors. You know, actually no, I do like that effect. We'll keep it like that. And I think with some of these, we're going to try and make a couple of chests just because we need those. So there we go. We've got that, and let's stick those right there. Here we go. More of glass panes, and that should be how much we need to finish this off. Yes, perfect. Right, let's stop that from smelting because I don't want to waste too much there. Probably smelt the iron. And that is where we're going to leave it today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll catch you guys next time where I'll be talking about relationships, or maybe college is a scam, depending on the next poll that I post on the community tab. So look out on there for when I post about it, because I need you guys to choose which one you would like to see next. See you later!